Hi everybody, welcome back to Greystone Carving Studio. My name is Henry. I'm laughing because this is weird. So this week, or this time, whenever it is, we're looking at a claw. So last time we looked at points, and I wanted to, I think this is going to be a theme. There's stuff I forgot to tell you. I wanted to show you this bit of kit, which is a mallet-headed. It's a ragging out chisel. It's kind of almost a point. It's a flat chisel, and it's tungsten tipped rather than and it's a really useful chisel, and it functions in the same way. It can remove quite a lot of material, but it's a kind of softer. It's a softer blow because you use a mallet with it, so you can cut as well, and you can leave, rather than this really rough surface, you leave a little kind of groove. And I just wanted to show you that briefly because it's a kind of transitional material, transitional chisel. You can get closer to the surface of where you want to go with it. So look, I'll just show you that quickly. It's a different technique. It's it's still using this kind of drop the blow in, take away, have a look. In that point you get this information. Yeah. You can chase, but it doesn't feel right. Once you get used to this technique, you won't go back. You won't go back. Once you get used to that, you won't go back to chasing like that. Chasing is another technique which is really good for finer work. Right. Claws. So, anyway, you can see these are all claws. There is different makes of claw. This is a tungsten tip claw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and the rest, and there's a 4-pointed claw and a 3-pointed claw, and in fact a 2-pointed claw is called a deer's foot, which I really think is lovely. And somewhere back there, I think at the beginning in the overview I showed you a fishtail deer's foot. So these are good for texturing and for when you're really close to where you want to be, for kind of fine carving. And as you can see, it's got two ends. One of them's mallet-headed, one of them's hammer-headed. So you can use these with a hammer, but but if you use these with a mallet, you'll damage the mallet. So this tool, let me use this one. In the same way as you. Oh, this was from Frances. She's one of my students, a rather amazing woman. She left them to me. She died not so long ago. So this is So in the same way as this is how you hold the chisel. So fingers over on your ring, fingers turn your hand over, and then place your thumb on top. And again, one must try and avoid using the wrist like this. It's not that you don't move the wrist, but the main power comes from the weight of the dummy going through. So can you see I'm kind of not moving there. The dummy's moving, but my wrist isn't, as it were. Yeah. Or but if you have to welly it, you use it like a hammer, and you come from your bicep. So those are the two. If you're kind of doing this, you will eventually damage your wrist. So I try and encourage people not to do that, even though that's the first thing everybody does. So we're getting closer to where we want to be. And as you can see, you're getting closer to where you want to be. And as you can see, you're leaving this texture. There you go. So I'm just demonstrating the chisels, and I have no plan as to where this carving is going. So we'll see whether anything comes of it or not, which is one of the approaches to carving. No plan. So that's a fire sharp one, and here is a tungsten tip one with it's wider. It's a wider chisel. And because it's mallet headed, you can use a mallet with it. And the advantage of a claw, not just its finish, is that because you're dealing with lots of little chisels in effect, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little tiny chisels, you have more control over a longer distance with a cut before you send into a shock, before it plucks. You know, so it's less likely to pluck as a claw. So yeah, I think that's about it. And again, like I said last time, showing you is one thing, getting your hands on it is the best way of finding out. Thank you.